Hi, this is Pam Lee. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and I'm here today to give you a quick little intro into Zentangle. What is Zentangle? Well, Zentangle is an easy to learn, fun way to create beautiful images by drawing structured patterns one stroke at a time. Now you can see I made this frame using all different patterns, and they all look a little difficult, but when they're broken down, they're not difficult at all. So that's one thing that you can do with Zentangle now that you know what Zentangle is. Or do you really know what Zentangle is yet? Let's show you a few more things. Now, I made this to be a plaque in a book. Put your name here. Made copies of these, and these go great. You want to keep track of your books. You can make your own. Did it this way, you can do it this way. Zentangle has no up, no down, no right, no wrong. So this is another pattern tangle that I did that I took out of the frame to show you today. I love doing the round ones. You just pick the area that you like the best and put a frame around it. Now you can do Zentangle in color. This is called a Zentangle inspired art, using tangles and only tangles, but you're not doing it in the structured form of setting up a, they call them strings, and that's what you would learn in the first lesson. But I felt like doing something flowery one day, and that's what came out. I was in a flower mood for a while, so this is what came out. And I used colored crayons to color them in, but you don't have to get all that crazy. Okay, this is another colored one that I like. I felt like doing one that I would see things if I went snorkeling. So these are all tangles. No right, no wrong, no up, no down. See? You can turn it however you want, and it still looks right. That's Zentangle for you. The other one that I did here, oops, that wasn't good. This is a picture of my granddaughter, and it's in a big deep frame. And I took a picture of her, cut it out, made another print, cut the paper, mounted it all on a matting, and then did my Zentangle around the whole thing and then framed it. So it really makes pictures look, wow, so different. So now you ask, what do I need to do Zentangle? Well, all you need to do Zentangle is a pen. Any pen will do. We do seem to all lean towards these micron pens because they have such a nice point to them. And they do come in different sizes from, 0.05 up to 8, I think. So the nibs make the size, not your pressure. A number 2 pencil and something to smudge. These are for your shading. See how the shading, you put shading and it makes things pop. So this looks like a saucer just landed in the flowers, and they're opening up their doors, or you can interpret anything that you want. But the pencil and the tortillon really make things pop out from one another. This is a tile that I just did for a challenge. the challenge was to do the tangle called CAS, C-A-A-S, and then I added my own tangle called strap to it. So you can put these in greeting cards. You can put it as the cover to the greeting card, and put your own message on the back. We do that. We sell them that way a lot. And then if they like it enough, they want to frame it, they can frame it, or they can just save it and take it out and look at it when they want to. So that's another one that I do. Now, what happens at a class, a Zentangle class? Well, you would get a tile. You would get an official Zentangle tile. It's a really nice cotton, thick, beautiful paper, special made for the Zentangle headquarters, and it comes from England, and it's just really, really nice. You would sit down with that. You'd be given a pen, pencil, and tortillon, and that's all you need. Put it in your pocket and take off to the park or wherever you want to go. And so we would go through the 8 steps of doing Zentangle. There are 8 steps. The first step would be to appreciate, so we take a moment to appreciate the gathering, appreciate the materials that we have, appreciate our health, I'm sure you can find something to appreciate. So we take the time to appreciate. Then we would pick up our pencil and we would find the corners, and we'd make a dot in each corner. And what that does is it gives us a start. Now we've actually picked up our pencil and used it. And then we would make a string. Typically it's a letter Z. Okay, so we would make a string on our paper, and that break it up into 4 sections. And during a class, this tile here is indicative of what you would get for the first class. The tangles, they're pretty easy to learn, but still so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to show you the same exact tangles were done by a group of my friends, and we exchanged tiles. There were 9 of us, and you can see that if you look really hard, you can see that the Z pattern is in all of them, and the same exact tangles are in all of them. They were given, everyone was given the same exact instructions, but this is how they all did an interpretation of the steps that make the tangle. So there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no you have to do this, you have to do that. It's all in how you interpret it. So yeah, this was the exact same tangles that you would learn in your very, very first class. Now, when I say a tangle, what do I mean by a tangle? And how do you get to learn these tangles? Well, I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to show you one that comes from headquarters, meaning that Maria or Rick or the daughters, Martha and Molly, have come up with them. Those are the official tangles, but there are over 1,500 tangles that have been done by artists like you. Okay, so in Zentangle, what happens is there are no strokes other than an I, an O, a C, and an S. And what happens is it can't take more than 6 steps in order to be considered a Zentangle tangle. And there's a place that we can submit the tangles to get them approved or not. So in Munchin, they just put a bunch of dots all around on the paper. Then you pick 2 dots and you make a line between them. And then from the line, you look out to find one that is parallel to it. And then you just draw perpendicular lines. Yeah, that's the word. Perpendicular lines from the point down to the line. You just cover that up. And then you just keep doing that and you get this pattern. So what I would do is I would find maybe this dot and I'd say, okay, oops, my pen doesn't want to write at that angle. Okay, so then it's just straight lines. So you can sit back and you can relax and you can go, don't have to do anything other than make my lines. And there's nothing wrong ever. I can go from the line to the point, from the point to the line. I can go really skinny in between. I could go really fat in between if I wanted to. It's all about doing what you want to do, and then maybe darkening that in a little bit. So, you know, and that's it. You just keep doing it. Now, I wouldn't pick this one to go here because that would be kind of lines to lines. I'd pick this one to come here. And sometimes this is what I do, and then I go in and I just do lines in between. It's all in what my mood is like. I get so wrapped up, hours will go by and I'm still drawing lines. Okay, so that's munching. That's all that you have to do. You just can fill up a whole page. And it's been found that, you know, people just sitting in meeting, maybe doing a little doodling like this while they're listening to a speaker, they get more out of the meeting. And this is one that I have done called Strap. So you can see the steps here. This is what the pattern, what step outs look like when you submit them. This is how you submit it, and put a finished one here. I don't know what happened to my finished one there. So now I only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to show you. This is one of the ways that some people keep their tangles. They have a calendar, a blank calendar, and just fill in a tangle a day. So I started to do today's tangle, the 23rd of June. That's what day it is for me right now. And I started with my tangle strap, okay? So now what can I do with strap? I don't have to do a single tangle. I can do multiple tangles if I want. So let's see. I'm going to do a quick strap and then maybe fill in some munching. So strap, you can do a straight line or do a horn. I like doing the horn. So then you do a curved line and then a C, and you pretend that goes all the way up there. So I would be right about here when I started my curved line down. So I'd go finish my curved line and then make another C. And then I would do lines. Do this really quick. Now, when I'm working for real, I have a little bit better magnification, so I see what I'm doing a little bit better. But and then you just mimic or aura the center line and just keep going with that. That's strap. And then what you would do after strap, after you've done that, is just take your number 2 pencil and shade where you want the shade to be, and just smudge that. So it makes it have some depth. you can insinuate that there's light shining this way. You know, you could do all of these if you wanted to shade up all of these. So I hope you've liked my little insight into Zentangle, and you'll give it a try for yourself. I can be reached at pam@pamleeczt.com. It's hard to forget Pam Lee, CZT from CT. That rolls right off your tongue, doesn't it? Thank you for spending 15 minutes with me, 16 minutes with me. I really appreciate it, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye.